I think account-based marketing is a shiny object. And the reason why I say that is because the premise behind account-based marketing has been around for years. It's been around for a very long time. It's common practice. This is nothing new. It's just the terminology that has changed. And there are companies out there, and I will say, technology has helped to make ABM more efficient, possibly more effective, not necessarily, but possibly more effective. But when you get right down to it, the idea that ABM is something new and it's so much better than, say, inbound marketing or outbound marketing or those things, I mean, that's just patently not true. It's just patently not true. And there's a whole bunch of reasons why. See, good companies have always practiced account-based marketing. Let's look at the HubSpot definition of account-based marketing. Okay, they say it's a focused growth strategy in which marketing and sales collaborate to create personalized buying experiences for a mutually identified set of high-value accounts. Now let's look at these very quickly and understand what is fundamentally different about this as compared to, I don't know, before. Right? Well, how many companies want to have a focused growth strategy? Everybody. Is this new? No, this is not new. This is not new. Marketing and sales departments need to collaborate. Is this new? I'm not saying do they all collaborate, because they don't. All right. That is probably one of the greatest weaknesses that corporations have, is that their marketing and sales departments do not coexist. They do not work together. Now, if there's anything about ABM that I will say, all right, this I might give ABM this one because it is a very important part of having a successful account-based marketing strategy. If your marketing department and your sales departments are not working together, you've got a bigger problem than just worrying about what this thing is called. They have to. Of course, you want to target certain companies. When I was in the toy industry, I would target Walmart. I would target Target. I would target Toys R Us. I would target KB Toys or something like that. And it was everybody did. Everybody who was a manufacturer in the toy industry targeted those. So we were all focused on certain ones. But at the same time, we still used outbound marketing, and we still and more as we went along, we started to use inbound marketing. Inbound marketing is far newer than ABM. Let's look and see what are they? What about outbound marketing? What is outbound marketing? Look at what HubSpot says. Traditional method of marketing seeking to obstruct potential customers. I love that. Outbound marketing includes activities such as trade shows, seminars, cold calling. It is costly, and the ROI is much lower than inbound marketing. That's a pretty strong statement, don't you think? But then again, they're selling software to handle, that they want you to buy. Okay, so they have to make outbound look bad. They have to. But the fact is that salespeople have been around for years. Salespeople should still be around for years, and whether we like it or not, I don't like cold calling. I hate cold calling. In fact, I look at my job as a marketer and a brander is so that the salespeople don't have any cold calling to do. Every one of their first encounters with a prospect or lead is a warm call. That is what inbound marketing does. See, now inbound marketing, where did my inbound marketing go? Did I miss my inbound marketing? Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, got my pages out of order. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this was also from HubSpot, where they just basically say inbound marketing is marketing focused on getting found by customers, and there's no question about that. That's what we want inbound marketing to do. So you see, we think about it like this. There are customers, potential customers, leads, prospects, moose, who are out there, and if they are looking for something, when we're talking, ABM is much more applicable to the B2B world than the B2C world, for example, because one of the fundamental tenets of ABM is that there are possibly multiple influencers within a company, in the decision-making process. Now, that's been around for years. At trade shows for many, many years, they call them buying teams. You can identify the different types of people, the different types of buyers at a business. Is that there's the person who is the decision maker. Okay, as much as they say it's a committee, sometimes there's always one person who pretty much makes the decision. Okay, there is somebody who writes the check for what they're buying. There's somebody who will use the product. And whether it's a technician, an engineer, a machinist, a driver, who knows who that person might be. And the more the company wants to get those people involved in the decision-making process, now you're talking about you're working with multiple people in a company. But that's always been around. Technology certainly helps make that easier. Having software like CRM, it makes that easier, but it doesn't make it new. Okay, so the thing about this is that here's what we need to make sure that we understand. Okay, and using technology to accomplish all this stuff is going to be really, really great. Number one is that we want to make sure that we understand that sales and marketing must work together. Okay, they must work together. Okay, that's number one. Number two is that, and I gotta check make sure I get all these things in here. Number two is that every marketing strategy is response-based. So if it's not response-based, they are not helping the salespeople. Okay, you want to make sure that everything that you do in marketing has a response mechanism built back in, and that's why inbound marketing helps to accomplish that through using tools like content marketing, creating lead magnets, offering gifts, so to speak, white papers, videos, podcasts, who knows what you're going to be offering them that have value and that are useful and interesting to them, and they will exchange their contact information in return for that valuable piece of information. So that it is response based, because then once you get them into the funnel, and oh, by the way, I know, here we go again, just another terminology, right? Is it a funnel? Is it a flywheel? Is it a pipeline? What is it? I don't care what you call it. It's one of those things, all right? I just use the term funnel because that's what we're doing. We're taking people into the funnel, and then we're helping to create new customers, and then turning them into long-term customers. And but we don't want to hand cold calls over to salespeople. If somebody raises their hand to get one of our content marketing pieces, they are now a warm call. All right? And see, then we can hand them over to the salespeople, and we say, okay, teammate, go get them. Right? And then the third one is that, and I've been saying this for years, and that is that the experience is the marketing. And this is what turns a customer into a long-term relationship. See? And so one of the arguments about about ABM or about funnel versus pipelines or flywheels or something like that is that they look at the funnel and they say the funnel is obsolete because you throw all these people in at the top of the funnel, you work them through the different stages of creating a new customer. You could use the AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action, and at the action, the customers fall out of here, right? They're falling out, yeah. Anyway. And then that's the end of it. But you see, that's a transactional relationship, and that's not what this is all about. In fact, what needs to happen is that there are actually two funnels. The way I look at it is, see, what happens is that now at the bottom here starts a brand new funnel, and that brand new funnel goes like this. It goes the other way. It's upside down, because now this guy comes in up here. And as we start to have initial transactions with them, well, then our relationship becomes more transformational, we become more partners it creates more of a partnership with each other, because we are mutually helping each other succeed. And then as they go along here, a couple of things happen. Number one is that we get them to buy more often. They buy in larger orders, and they stay with us for a long time. And then they also start to refer us to other people. Okay, this is the foundation of just how we do business. ABM is not new. This is all what ABM is. We use inbound marketing to help people who are out there searching for something to find us. That's what we use: inbound marketing, content marketing, SEO. That helps them do that. We use outbound marketing to go out and make contact with people who might not necessarily know who we are. That's where we use things like trade shows, direct mail, other tools like that, where we are reaching out, advertising, in magazines or advertising online. And so we go out and we go get them. Both of those help us to then identify new prospects and new customers. In the meantime, of course, we are pre-identifying those potential customers, those prospects who are really the big dogs. They are the big dogs. They're the Walmarts in the toy industry. That's what they are, in the toy industry. And then we use we use the philosophy of, as they say, ABM, to target them specifically. But ABM is not new, folks. It's not new. Technology is helping us to be more efficient, but it's not new. ABM is just a shiny object. Just remember what Brian Tracy told me many, many years ago, that the best companies are brilliant at the basics. And the basics, like I've just talked about, were just as applicable 30 years ago as they are today. Hope that gave you food for thought. This is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's dad, a marketing gunslinger. Thanks again for watching me this week on my Uncopyable Business video. I'll be back again soon again, probably next week, with another one. And in the meantime, always remember, be uncopyable. I'll see you.